Well, all right. It is Wednesday, June 12th. It's market just closing 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific. And as you can see here, I was 2-0 today. Took a trade right for the FOMC on three evaluations. And then I took another trade shortly after on two evaluations. And somehow messed up my copier. So I traded 10 contracts on evaluation 52. I actually meant to trade 10 contracts on 53 and 54 also, but my copier was set to 4 contracts each. I just forgot to change it. I was setting it up right at the last second after I took my dogs out. I fed them, took them out, got back just in time to trade it, and just a little oversight to trade the 10 contracts on both of those accounts. So could have had 3 past evals today, but instead I only have 1. But that's all right. I'm going to try to work on these and get them passed in the next few days. All these evaluations down here renew on the 22nd. So I'm going to kick it into high gear and really try to pass or fail as many of them as I can before the renewal. And then just decide how many of them I'm going to keep, since the 90% off apparently is over, which to me, I'm not really too happy about, considering all the problems that we've had with Apex's Rhythmic accounts and Trade-Evade, quite frankly, but I'm non-Trade-Evade, I'm on Rhythmic, for them to go back to 71% discount now, after I just spent 2 weeks not being able to trade these accounts, and now I'm under the gun to get these passed with less time. So really, they should be like gifting us a free month for the next renewal, or giving us the 90%, because really, I feel like they just have really screwed me over. But in any case, I passed 1 evaluation today. I will go ahead and turn it into a PA, and I will try to pass as many more as I can of these, and then decide how many to keep for the 80% discount renewal. And in the meantime, maybe, it says the 71% for another week, but we've seen them change it before the full week is up before. So who knows, maybe they'll do something else. But yeah, I don't really recommend buying accounts, quite frankly. 71% discount is not a great discount. And I always advise don't pay more than 80% discount at the minimum. So, if renewals come for 80%, yeah, I think that's okay. But 75%, I've never bought an account for 71% discount, and I don't think I ever will. So that's my take on it. Anyway, let's get into the trades and get this wrapped up. Today was another day where I was also very focused on GameStop. Well, I'll talk about that at the end. So let's take a look at these trades here on the Apex accounts, and then I'll follow up at the end with what happened with GameStop here. All right, so here we go. I started right basically at the open of the market, right around here. And just right before the open. I think I was literally on stream like right at the open, if I remember correctly. No chance to trade the orb. Not sure I would have, even if I had the chance. Wasn't really clear to me. But what I did notice is a big leg up from the 8:30 a.m. East Coast news, which was the core CPI. And so I measured one leg up, and then when we had this move starting to happen, I measured a second leg up. We eventually reached it all the way down here, 12:15 West Coast, so 3:15 East Coast. And so that was one thing I noticed. But then we just really ended up in a range the rest of the day. I had the range high a little bit higher at one point. I lowered it when it seemed like it kept hitting at the lower spot. And the thing with the range today was it was pretty uneven. These lows were over here, but then these lows were a little bit higher all the way across here. And then, it wasn't making the highs again from up here. And then it broke through to the bottom here. So it's kind of, not the most straightforward range of a day up there. And then, I played the FOMC, like I said. So I did this on accounts 52, 53, 54. They had only been traded one other day, and they were up like 30 something bucks. So I traded 10 contracts on the leader 52 and went for 62 ticks. Got way more. Let's see, was in at 485 and went to 59.25. So, or maybe, I don't know. Did I overdo it? I don't know. I made 5,000 on it. So passed that evaluation. And then, like I said earlier, messed up the other two evaluations, only went for 4 contracts on those two. So didn't pass those. And then over here, basically what I saw was we had this like failed breakout of the larger range. And let's see, we had a new low here, and I looked at it like a first entry short, second entry short. This kind of looked like a small range to me here. And let me turn on the evaluation I traded down so you can see the marks here. Here we go. So now you can see the marks. So I looked at it as a first entry short, second entry short failure, failed breakout of the little range, also a new high here, first entry long, second entry long. So it's a Pikachu. And I figured we would get to at least, retest the resistance there. My first contract, I am going for 6.25 points. 26 ticks. And so I got that. And then I was trying to trail up my stop behind it. Ended up getting taken out for 5.25 points on my second batch of contracts. And could have got more, but was happy with the trade. I felt like I read it right. It was a good read. And it gave me a little bit scare when I entered and tried to come back for my stop pretty immediately, and then it pushed back up. And once I saw this bar form, I knew I was pretty good. But this is one of those situations. I played it a little careful to make sure that it didn't like basically get to the top of the Bollinger and then just come back down. So I wanted to make sure I trailed the stop pretty tight, as it could have got stopped there. And this time it didn't pay off to get the extra, but I was still happy with the trade. And that got me $484 on those two accounts. So that was really it. Those were the two trades I liked. There were a couple of trades earlier on that I kind of liked. One I remember was a kind of engulfing situation, and just didn't love the trade. And then there was another one that I kind of liked, but just wasn't quick enough to make a decision. So there was probably 2 or 3 other possibilities earlier in the day. But all in all, I'm happy with the day. Passed that evaluation, and I'm in decent shape now to pass some more coming up. Halfway there on 45, a third of the way there on 46, basically a third of the way on 48, and then here on 53, 2/3 of the way there, and almost 2/3 of the way there on 54. So got a lot of good opportunities to try to pass some more coming up here not too long. And then I don't know why I didn't trade the 250K, but I really need to be trading that as well. Obviously, I've got about 10,600 or so more to go to be able to pass that one. So just taking that one slow. Got plenty of time to July 15th now. So we'll see how that goes. And then today was, interesting on GameStop. Bring that over here for a second. I've been showing this in my live stream lately. This is the daily chart, and had a first entry long here right off the trend line, and now it looks like we're potentially setting up a second entry long off the trend line if we were to tick down and then go back up tomorrow. So we'll see. But and then here, let's see, the 4 hour. 4 hour is not looking as nice as I'd like it. It's getting rejected by the midline of the Bollinger. We had come off the top. Maybe we're going back to the bottom. Hope not, because that's all the way down here at like $10. So I definitely don't want to see that happen. I was hoping that this green SMA was going to hold here. And let's see, on the 1 hour, we're right back at the bottom Bollinger. So that's where I'm going to hope we're holding. And there's been a lot of good news with GameStop. Yesterday, they announced at the close of the market that they had finished selling all the 75 million new shares. It means they're sitting on over $4 billion in cash, and screams of a likely merger or acquisition to come. And tomorrow they have a shareholder meeting, so maybe there'll be some kind of good announcements tomorrow. Obviously, there's a lot of things at play. It's a very risky stock, and who knows what'll happen, but I'm in it for a bigger move anyway. I kind of messed this up though today. I did a good thing, which was I sold my January call basically up here and got $1,000 profit. And I actually wanted to sell my October calls too. I have 3 of them. I was thinking about closing them up here. They were up like $1,500 at the time. I waited, and then I was seeing a bounce here, and I was thinking, okay, this bounce is going to bring us back up here. I'll close them when it comes back up here, capture at least $1,000 profit. And then this dump the rest of the day happened, and I never got my chance. Meanwhile, when it got to this low kind of here, I was kind of expecting a bounce, like I said. So I bought another January call to replace, to roll from the one I originally closed for the $1,000 profit. And then I don't know if it's a mistake or what, but then I bought another call somewhere in here too, that was going to replace the one I was planning on selling up here, but I never did sell it. So I took the $1,000 profit, but then it just essentially got reinvested. And now, as you can see, I'm down $950 between all of my current positions. So it didn't really work out the way I was planning overall. Today, the way the price action ended up playing out, but I'm still in this play for the longer haul. I'm still in this play for my belief that we're going to retest these highs at 48, if not retest ultimately these highs up here at 65 and maybe beyond. So, as long as this trend line is holding, I don't feel too bad. If this trend line gives up on the one day on the daily chart, then I'll have to see how I feel. But there's a lot of things in play to potentially make this thing rocket up at some point. So I'm in for a longer play. I've got a January call, I've got an October call, I've got an August call, and then my worst position right now is this Friday's call for 35 strike. Now that we closed at 25 and a half. So about $10 away from my strike. Not a really good position to be in with 2 days left in the week. My short dated calls are not working out for me. The first one I had for last week was working great, 880% profit, and I didn't close it. I was up like $1,500 on a $170 play. I really should have closed it and take my profit. So that's why I'm trying to do that now. And I took that $1,000 profit today. So I'm going to try to take profit along the way if this thing can keep moving up. So we'll see what happens. But it is essentially a YOLO play. I'm hoping for a big return, and we'll see how it works out. So that basically covers it today. If GameStop could recover tomorrow and work its way back up, then I'll take some more profit off, try to put $2,000 in my pocket to start with. And as it keeps moving up, I'm going to try to keep putting money in my pocket and try to keep letting my longer positions play for the bigger, better move. So we'll see how that plays out. And so that really covers it. So again, here's my results for today. 2-0 for today, 3-0 for the week. That's not what I was looking for here. And where is it? Here we go. And yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow live streaming. We'll be most likely showing some GameStop action along the way as well, since I'm so heavily involved in it. And then I'm going to try to keep this momentum going on the Apex accounts. I'll now have 2 PA accounts. Hopefully, if their back office is working, I'll be able to get that second PA up and running, and then I'll try to pass more evaluations and get these PAs in the works, and see what we can do. So 9:25 Eastern tomorrow. Hope you'll come by and check out the live stream. And yeah, just venturing out. It's a little confusing trying to play GameStop and the Apex accounts on NQ at the same time, but I'm just trying to work it out, and we'll see how this all plays out as I move forward. This is just the journey I'm on, and I've been changing a lot of things, but I think trading on the 1 minute chart is working out pretty well for me so far. I like it. I'm going to keep it going. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already to see where this all leads me, and we'll see what happens next. All right. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here.